here for folks like us. Wrong city, wrong people.
Alright guys, welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Aesop Grimm and this is Surviving Mars Relaunched. I'm having to restart this series because I started it as just something it wasn't an official series, it was an unofficial series in December. And I got to a point where I'm like, I'm not really playing this anymore. I'm really busy with Bannerlord and Cyberpunk and troubleshooting my unstable system, which I did fix, by the way. And so I ended up deleting all of my save files and all of my videos, and I started up as Japan, just on an offline for me, for myself kind of series. And then I found out that that was actually kind of a little bit hard, even though they got some nice synergies. And so then I did a little bit of research and found out that my initial intuition of stuff that I just put together with my own head looking at things is actually considered the #1 OP startup, and that's Brazil with Inventor. According to the internet, you know, I don't know. So then I recorded episode #1. I had it uploaded. I just now deleted it, and because I don't like how I managed some things. All right, so we've got that out of the way. The next part I want to explain to you is that officially Bannerlord is my series #1. That's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday release. And Cyberpunk is really my series #2, which would ordinarily be a Tuesday and Thursday release, but I want to do it faster than that. Cyberpunk, for this particular series, this is about modding Cyberpunk and getting it ready for a hopefully photorealistic-ish playthrough. Recorded at 60 FPS, 1440p. So, but that's taking some brain work, right? It's a little bit, it can be exhausting. It's fun, it's interesting, it's neat, but it's a lot of management and organization and research and figuring things out. And so I like to come to a game like this to just unwind. So here's what's happening is that right now with Cyberpunk, I am in the visual mods stage, which is pretty doggone expansive, and I'm just flat out not ready to put a video together yet. I'm not prepared. I need to learn more. I need to figure out what mods I'm using and how I'm going to break this down so that I can present it in an easy to understand format, and that's not happening, which means I need a mod for Thursday. Well, so as I told you before, I made one. I recorded a new series. I started it just last night, and it is now 5 a.m. and I've decided to scrub that. It is 5 a.m. on Thursday. And I'm supposed to have a video ready at 8 a.m. So I don't know if I'm going to make that target or not, but we're starting this over again, so I got to get my series #1 where I made those missteps. Okay, so if I show you load game, this is where I was. Does this show me what day I was on? Day 11. And I have since decided I really kind of mismanaged this whole thing. We need to start over again. So we could start right here at pre-landing. In fact, let's load it up. Oh yeah, that's the third thing I want to tell you. I am new at this game. I'm not brand spanking new. I've owned it almost since the thing came out, but I haven't played it a whole lot, so I'm pretty doggone noobish. So this is a easy playthrough. I do not even have a mystery signed up for this. I am at, I think it told you, we'll look at it again later. I think I'm 10 North 179 East, I want to say. It's got a 1 rated threat everything, and 4 out of 5 for water, 5 out of 5 for concrete, 5 out of 5 for metals. Okay, and to start the game off, I have already pre-researched this map a little bit, this central area, and I know that there is a water source right here. So I'm just front-loading you guys with that. I have this knowledge already. But we'll uncover these 3 squares, and you'll notice that we have a rare metals thing right here. And we're going to learn that there's another rare metals here, and there is a vista here. So this actually would be a really good direction to go in, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to play it the way that I had uncovered it before, which means we're going to take advantage of this vista site, and then we're going to build towards this rare metals site. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. We're going to build towards this rare metals site. Rather than spending all of the time necessary to pipe water all the way down here, we're going to order another moisture evaporator to help take care of all that and build this pipeline over the long term. Things were just taking way too long, and I made a bunch of mistakes. I've learned from those, and hence why I want to start over again. So we got our concrete deposits. We have an anomaly already. Lots of metals on the ground eventually, not initially really, but there's enough initially. Okay, so that said, we are going to load up blueprint 1. Wait, let's take a look at, it should tell me 10 north, 178 east. Okay, souls on Mars, we're on day 1. You can see kind of right here, like a quarter of the day is gone, and I have my site set up. So this is our initial colony site. Last thing I want to let the audience know about is that I do tend to play at speed 1. It gives me the greatest sense of satisfaction and progression. Already, I can see something wrong here, and that something wrong is that I don't want to build up this vector. I'm going to actually want to connect off here. And the reason is because my passage that goes to the dome that will eventually be mining this needs to extend from here. And if I start building things here, even just a cable, it cuts it off. So we need
a building has stopped working.
We need this to move up this way and come across, and then up this way. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, let's see, what's the rumor about? The colony of Russia is going to complete the following milestones soon. Find water. Okay. If we, hold on. If we pop out, you can see that I'm already 14% through discovering this section, which will have water. Yeah. Okay, what else can I tell you about my setup here? So this is a pretty new design for me, but it's like a staple of how I do things now. We have here concrete. It's a high grade level of concrete, and it's also got a lot in it. I'm setting up 2 concrete extractors. I run this formation of cabling off of it so that I'm outside the dust zone, and then that makes for my initial power line as well as my fuel production. Then up here, this is also something I do routinely. I set up a dual rocket landing pads with a initial supply depot that looks like this. Double metals, polymers here, electronics here, maintenance, I forget what they're called, maintenance parts right there, and then polymers flanked by fuel and rare metals. Up at the top, drone hub fits in perfectly, and then I flank it with scanning devices and provide those with the 2.5 watt solar panels, which is what they need for each one. So this entire thing right here is pretty, I'm trying to like make that standardized for how I do playthroughs. I realize not everything's going to be able to do that because you have different terrain and stuff like that, but usually, but when possible, I like to set up this way. Our initial dome set up right here to take advantage of this vista. I also order on day number 1, like right off the bat, I order an RC Commander and an RC Explorer, and then another hub supply pod with 15 electronics, 15 maintenance parts, and 20 polymers. Okay, and it looks like they're here, so I'm going to land the first one on... Oh, I can't. Okay, so these first ones are going to land out here. Oh, I haven't set him to gather. My bad. So, gather all and deliver to here. And we can see that we need piping right there. Where's that anomaly at? Right here. Go scan that. We are in action. We are doing everything that we want. Now there's another setup here that I will do once these are up. We are Brazil. We can turn waste rock into rare minerals slowly. Change this skin. Okay, so they are gathering stuff and bringing it in to our depot. Things are...
A building has stopped working.
Going according to plan. Okay, these are off because it's nighttime. We're going to tell them not to work at night shift, so that's not an alarm every time they shut down. Looks like they're starting to put together the concrete extractors. What do we have here? Research and breakthrough on Sol 1. For my research, by the way, I'm set up to look at Drone Swarm first, Advanced Martian Engine second, Mars crowdfunding, extractor amplification, and water reclamation are really here mostly to open those trees up, but Mars crowdfunding is pretty legit, actually. From what I've been told. Receive a one-time grant of $1 billion. Okay. You know, for a starting tech, it's not bad. We got 5.2 billion on hand. Rare metals price is currently sitting at 35 mil per rare metal. This is actually being constructed now. What are we missing here? A few metal. We're gonna wanna open him up. Okay, concrete extractor. Oh, here, brother, you need to be out of that dust zone. I like this version. Concrete depot will go right here and right here. One more metal needed. Do we have somebody on their way? Not really. You got the metal right here, but what if I make you a high priority? Carrying one metal, going to concrete extractor. Excellent. Total demand 15. It's about to become 20 once this gets built. So then, just with this alone, the Stirling generator, we have enough to perfectly power our 2 concrete extractors plus our fuel production. So it works out real well. It's very tight, very efficient. Tight like a tiger. The reason this isn't built yet is, you probably already guessed it whenever I showed you the research. Drone Swarm allows you to construct drone hubs with an additional 2 drones. So I'm just waiting for that to be finished.
Research complete.
Okay, so we got some research points. So we should be able to go ahead and build this. Let's pause it and just make sure about that. Okay, yeah, both advanced Martian engines and drone swarm have been discovered. We can add in transport optimization. And I guess for right now, I'll throw in low G hydrosynthesis. And we can build this. Okay, so with our 2 concrete extractors down, I'm now ready to place this dumping site because it'll tell me that it fits perfectly right there. And that means I gotta move this guy. Right there. And then a rare metals can go right there. And I like to put it in like this. Normally I would put a rare metals depot right here, but it doesn't need it because rare metals depot is right here. And we will attach it right there. Looks like construction is beginning on the solar panels. We'll need that battery. We'll have this on during the day and turned off at nighttime, so that only concrete and fuel production continues at nighttime until we have a battery going. Well, we may not even do it then, because I have found that if with just a day shift, it'll keep up with the waste rock available until a certain point. I think maybe whenever I pass a rule that allows for faster extraction at the expense of producing more waste rock, that's whenever the waste rock production starts to outpace a 2-shift production, and I need to bring that night shift back online. We can go ahead and allow this to become constructed. Such a cool game, man. It's very relaxing. Methodical, sense of progression, systems coming online. Everything about this is right up my alley. I think that's why I use it as something to go and chill in. The graphics are outstanding. I really, really love how you can zoom in so close, and they're high-res graphics, so that it's really good detail. And once you start to understand how tall a human is in this game, they're about this tall right here. You start to get a sense of what this might look like if you were staring at it. You know, how big these buildings really are, how impressive this would be to look out and see solar panels the size of this sucker. Just a whole solar panel farm as you're eating dinner, you know, at the cafe. Your fuel production building is ginormous. The rocket is as tall as a mountain, you know. You got your vehicles.
Completed. Sector scan.
Even the dust looks good. And this is why I like to play at speed 1. It encourages me. Okay, now, I just heard milestone completed. So, we were the first ones to research a breakthrough, evidently. But we're competing with our rivals for who ticks these boxes off first. So we've gotten this one. We were the first one to find water on Mars, so we beat Russia to that, I think it was. And we were the first ones to scan an anomaly. If I open this, is there anything I cannot? Okay, so it's going to be open in 17 hours. So we got 2 research points. Or not 2 research points, but 2 groups of research points for accomplishing 2 milestones. There we go. Had to find a way to say that. Which means that we progressed in Mars crowdfunding, I think. I think that's what that means. So it jumped us forward a little bit. Go ahead and unpause. So yeah, playing at speed 1 allows me to just... There we go. Take my time and zoom in and enjoy how this game looks. Use my imagination a little bit. The idea of colonizing Mars, you know, the whole Elon Musk fever dream for Mars, it is something that I also am excited about. Due to what I believe religiously, I have doubts that we will reach that, because I think other things will happen that are even bigger and more higher up in the cosmos than even Mars. You know, Mars would be a solar system level, and you could even say an inner planet of this solar system level. Heaven is a universal level, like a universe level. So we'll see how it goes. I certainly would love to have a rapture. There are different Christians that believe in different ways, and nobody has undeniable proof about whether it's pre-trib, post-trib, or no-trib rapture, like no rapture at all. There are different views on that, and so the thing that that I've heard before is I'm a pan-millennialist, and that means it'll all shake out in the end. It'll all pan out in the end. It's like none of us really know what the exact answer is. There are good arguments for all 3 main theories as to when things will happen with the end times, but I'm one who believes that we are closer rather than further. It's daytime, so really this can be closed. We do have a battery now, and it is charging up. All of our solar panels are up. That's 10 solar panels worth of direct energy. Well, I guess it's not direct energy. It's being converted from solar into electrical. I really wish that there was a way to make sure each panel connected to the electric grid direct instead of connecting to its neighbor. But if there is, I don't really know how to do it. Because if this gets hit by a meteor, this goes out also. Unless it auto-connects, that's possible. Nighttime is upon us. This guy right here is now being built. We're gonna go ahead and power you up. We're still collecting solar rays, but these should retire for the evening here pretty soon. And we're gonna make sure that this guy's night shift is turned off. We didn't get
A building has stopped working.
fully charged over here. That's okay. The next day we should get a full charge. I have tuned my audio down, guys, by about 3 dB. I just decided that there are more times that the game is just at normal audio than there is that it's at high audio. And so I know we can barely hear Fabrizio there. And at least that's how it sounds in my speakers, but the music itself is at a comfortable volume, in my opinion. Maybe we could turn it up a little bit. Let's go 25%. And maybe that'll help with Fabrizio whenever he comes on, because that dude's funny. This is my favorite radio station, but sometimes I change it up. I really wish I could get a custom radio station in here, guys. I've tried. I spent some time looking at it, but I never could pull it off. You gotta make your own mod. And there's instruction guides out there on how to do that, but I wasn't able to get it. Let's bring him up, maybe I can bring him to here. And that'll be enough. I don't want him sitting in the dust zone, but I want him to grab things like this metal and bring it over to the depot. So, looks like that might work. We got enough of that depot for them to go ahead and go grab stuff. Okay, given that I know I am going to need a moisture evaporator. I want to order one. I want to order 2 drone hubs because I'm going to need those also. And I think I'll order 2 moisture evaporators as a just in case. That's going to cost me 700 million. That's a pretty penny, but we are at 20k of 20k. And we'll go ahead and launch. Okay, with everything constructed, we can now begin to stockpile the materials needed for this dome into the construction site. Okay, they're starting to pick up the metal here. A perfect 20 of 20. about 5:40 my time, kind of racing the clock here. I have, off the strength of AI recommendations, I have changed my recording, I guess, settings. And boy, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the quality that I'm getting, these are really, really, really good looking recordings. They look pretty much exactly like I see them on my monitor, and they weren't that good before. They were acceptable in my opinion, but they weren't that good. These are gorgeous recordings, and as a result, they have deep bit depth, and they're large recordings. They're large files. The other day, the last Bannerlord file I uploaded was 52 gigabyte. I was like, what? So it could take a while not only to get this uploaded. I think actually the upload, Surviving Mars tends to be pretty low in file size, so its upload is rather rapid, but its processing can take a while. So I just don't know if we're going to be able to make the 8 o'clock time, but we'll have it up as soon as I can. It's not a super big deal because I really don't think there's a tremendous amount of interest in this game. I just really enjoy
Cancel
it.
session open.
Okay, take me there. So we need to be kind of wise about what we do here. Oh, we don't get to pick our own? Oh, we could choose a law. Extra exports is what I would normally go with. Or increased research. Let me go to choose law. So this is based off of milestones. This is probably the one that we want. It's a little bit of a tear. It's a little bit of a tear between this and the site scanning. But I think mostly the better stuff comes off the milestone, and it's a more limited pool. So we will vote for extra exports. They're way happy about it. And then we're going to get extra research off of this one right here.
Vote passed. New faction opportunity.
Rare metals price remains at 35 million, but it's a 1% increase every time we get a milestone. The amount of polymers we're going to use here is going to necessitate that we replace that with, I usually do a group like that. So 20 kilogram, 850 mil. We have 3.6 billion left. I'm sitting here. That was a long stretch of silence, but I was looking at what we needed. We need 50 total of concrete. We have 32. And then I checked my rare metals. We don't have any yet. But our guy here is working on it, and he's got a full supply. I am going to want to clear this area and probably flatten a little bit of this as well for our long pipeline run. Out of curiosity. Okay, yeah. It's gonna... It's gonna run up here. And then across up to here. So I kind of want this area smoothed out. Then right up here, and it might be good to just chop this whole thing off right here. And maybe smooth out this section. And then we're gonna move down to here. We're gonna have to raise this up. A drone hub will be going roughly here, so I'll have to smooth that area out. And the next one will go out here somewhere, or it'll probably be right here once we raise the level. Then we'll place our water extractor. We will put down, and so the piping, we'll have to build a ramp right here. The piping will come down and connect. We'll have to place a waste rock deposit, and then another outside of the dust range waste rock to rare mineral converter. I forget what its name is, but that's its description. But that won't happen in this episode. It's just what's coming. I don't have any set time for these episodes. I'll play for as long as I feel like it. Today is probably going to be an hour, just because I need to get it up and ready to release. But other than that, these could be 30-minute episodes, they could be 2-hour episodes. There's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it. Hey. It's, here we go. 2 drone hubs and 2 moisture vaporators. Okay, I was like, where's my stuff? Okay, so this is full, 200 of 200. Right here, we're getting close to being able to actually construct. We're 10 barrels of fuel away from being able to lift off. Faction opportunity. Research low-chi hydrosynthesis. We're going to want to bump this up. And that'll be next. What's this allow me to do? I can make my own polymer factory and fuel refinery. Resolving the obvious problems with water pressure in low-G environments will allow for more complex hydrosynthetic procedures to be done on site on Mars. Nice. What's going on here? This building has been turned off. That's a no-no. I meant to shut it, not turn it off. We are gathering twice as much power as we need, so we're in a real good position there. WoW TBC is coming out real soon, and I'm supposed to be getting back involved in that with my guild, but man, I don't know. I might delay that a little bit, just because I got a lot of stuff going on right now when it comes to video games, and I'm enjoying all of it.
And it's amazing. You know how it seems so wasteful. All those chemicals released into the air. But keep your eyes open for new products hitting the shelves. It don't say 10 years or so. Just a little leak. It involves a vacuum. But not a regular vacuum. That would cause an explosion. Remember, folks, you heard it first. Right here on Revelation Radio.
This guy's got the most personality of any of the DJs. He's a lot of fun to listen to, in my opinion. You got this super sweet, nice girl on one of the channels, and she's okay, like she's soothing, right? I don't really tend to like the Hispanic chick.
Scan.
She just seems real abrasive to me. We discovered a deep pit that connects to a network of caverns and lava tubes. The low gravity on Mars allows for much larger lava tubes and caverns than on Earth. The temperatures there are a lot less extreme, and there is ample protection from many of the hazards on the surface. So one of these days I'm going to actually do this, but it's not going to be this playthrough. And my idea is to go to a place that has an enormous amount of meteor threat, and we're just going to survive underground while we terraform above ground. I think that's exactly, if we had that capability, if we had that option on the table, that's how we would do it. That just seems like really the right answer to me. But yeah, that the Hispanic lady just comes off to me as sounding sort of like a know-it-all. And so, I don't know, she just... I don't like... I play this game to feel calm, and she doesn't make me feel very calm.
Resources.
I think that might be the best way I can put it. But Fabrizio, I like him the most because he talks about, you know, what it's like to be Martian, and you can hear the pride of being Martian, and there's already this discussion about us versus them kind of taking place, and it gives you this sort of synthetic feeling of a culture and a society that's already developing here. It doesn't feel like the others can accomplish that quite as well. I haven't listened to every radio station because not all the music appeals to me, so there might be another few DJs that are out that are pretty good. I guess on that note,
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Let's give that a shot. Let's try Red Frontier for a little bit. See, it's just hard for me to... It's not my thing. Quantum Sonics. So Red Frontier's kind of like the country station, I take it, and I'm not a big fan of country. I've heard some country music songs that are really very good, but I don't know it well enough because it's not at the top of my music list, and I'm somebody who likes a lot of different kinds of music. So I don't listen to country very much, so I kind of don't know what's out there and what's not. And we're not just even talking contemporary, we're talking of all time. There are country songs out there that are legendary that I don't even have, I maybe haven't even heard it before. You know, it's real possible. So just, it's not my thing. And like I said, I come in here to feel calm, and that's just not typically my favorite music.
Resources.
And I say that without making fun of it. I'm not saying it's bad music. I'm not throwing shade whatsoever. I recognize the talent. It's just not my thing. So, our dorm, I always want to call it a dormitory. Our dome is going up now. We're gonna turn this thing off. This needs to be open.
Research complete.
Okay, we got more research and because of the milestones. Okay, now when we did those milestones, we should have also received money, yeah?
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Or rare metal price should have gone up. It doesn't look like it did, but it's a percentage, so I don't know, we'll see. If we pop open our research, we can add in Live from Mars, I think. And we're now working on hydrosynthesis, which is our faction opportunity. Okay, down here, where are we at here? 46 minutes. Down here, we're going to build. This is actually where I do want to pause it because I want a chance to get my layout done the way I want to. I think maybe I want to do all of my water and oxygen over here. This is where my pipe network going up to this water out here is going to begin. And it'll leave this open for more electric if I need it. So this will be first. And we'll fit in right there. You know what? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. What we want to do is put our oxygen tank flat up. Against the dome with a Moxie connecting to that. And a water tower. I think my water tower can fit
Quantum Sonics. I'm Joy Goremican.
right
Your
into
choice
there.
for a radio host.
This is the really nice lady that I was talking about. She sounds sweet. I love this song. I would imagine most people do. I think I've seen it as one of the more popular ones on Surviving Mars. I think we'll fit right in here. Okay, let's see how that works out. And maybe we'll save over temp in case they don't build this the way I'm anticipating, or it doesn't go up how I'm thinking it will. So I want something here, something here, something here. And we're gonna need something here, I think, or would it be here? I think aesthetically this looks better. I'm gonna try that. And I think if the pipes go up like that, every device is connected. But
Warning. Insufficient resources.
I could easily be wrong. The pipe connections between oxygen and water is something that a lot of times I think, okay, this will work, and then it ends up like it didn't. I need to throw a pipe connection in someplace else, and I usually don't really 100% understand what I did that fixed it, which is a sign that I'm not really getting the whole connectivity thing here. It's kind of a bit of a mystery to me. But hopefully I logicked this out correctly. This is a Y formation for the cabling. That could be that I need to build more electric cabling over here. Or maybe I would extend down this way. I don't know. We have a lot to play with here. For more electrical. More power, if I need. Alright, so it says it doesn't have power, but if I turn this on, I think it might. I'm just gonna wait for everything to get up first. Okay, so now demand is up to 45. And dude, I love my drones, man. They do have a different skin. Oh, we got options, man, but I like the default.
This is Quantum Sonics, and I enjoy Grimacon. We've got
Looks like our
from Linda.
rocket is ready to go.
Thank you for the show and the awesome music you play.
Okay, now
I feel like your songs hit me right
it's
in the heart,
reporting
even more than
that it
the
only
event.
has electrical problems, so I think my water piping worked.
Hypersensitive from the transgalactic cruise. Maybe emotions are experienced differently in lower.
We have
Who knows?
2 rare metal exports and all 30 refueling, so we'll go ahead and tell them to take off.
I don't know if the planet's
Heirloom.
gravity influence our emotions.
You have received a
Astrologists
strange
certainly
package.
think they do.
Oh my gosh,
Maybe
this
they're
is
right.
huge, guys.
Time for the next song.
I don't want to get this wrong either. I'm bringing up an internet page just to let you know, because you can't see it. I don't have a display capture on. Surviving Mars heirloom package. I'm going to take a guess here because I've seen this explained before. I think it is PAC pack that we're going to want. Okay, toy unlocks the super fungus breakthrough tech, which enables advanced bioengineering for efficient resource production. Pack reveals superior cables and superior pipes breakthroughs, significantly improving infrastructure efficiency and resource transport. That's the one that we're going to want. It makes it so that they don't require maintenance from getting dusty. PAX grants the plasma rocket breakthrough, enhancing rocket performance and enabling faster interplanetary travel. And JFD unlocks nano refinement, a breakthrough that allows for the efficient processing of raw materials into high-value components. That sounds like it could be nice also. But it says here, the event is notable for offering a choice between powerful early game technologies with superior cables and pipes, often considered highly valuable due to their broad utility and colony infrastructure. Okay. So, PAC is our choice. Superior cables and superior pipes breakthrough techs have been revealed. We will go and we're going to remove life from Mars. And I think water reclamation. Throw these 2 in. Yep. Yep, there we go. It's going to take a little while to research them at 2,000 and 3,000 points respectively. Now let's turn this on. Okay, why are they not getting power?
Milestone completed.
Must be connected to a power producer. Well, it should be through this dormitory. We got another milestone, by the way, by taking off. Yeah, see, we got a boost there. We were down here. Okay, well, I know that that's very loud, but let me pop up a internet window again. I have plenty of power connected to a dome. On the other side of the dome, I have oxygen, water tank, oxy tank, moisture vaporator connected. It says the moisture vaporator and Moxie have no power. The issue you're experiencing where the moisture vaporator and Moxie show as having no power despite having power connected likely stems from a disconnected or misconfigured power grid. While power cables may appear to connect the buildings, ensure that the power lines are properly linked to the correct power grid and that there are no breaks or isolated segments in the network. The game does not always clearly indicate when power grids are split, so you should check by clicking the power icon in the status bar to toggle through all power grids and verify that all components are on the same grid. Okay. Let's do that first. The power icon. This. Number of grids 4. Okay, here's grid number 1. Okay, grid number 2 is up there with the drone. Okay, it's saying that there are 2 grids right here. Okay, so you know what's happening? This isn't connected to power. And this is connected to this. I think that's what's happening here. So, basically I want to go here, I think. Maybe here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Well, I just learned something, guys. I didn't know that you could click through these to see your various grids. Look, it's got it highlighted. Oh man, they're farging color-coded. Dude, that's neat. How do I undo that? Okay, I click on the power grid again. That's nice. I think that's real helpful. That is a good troubleshooting right there. A good troubleshooting tool. Okay, so see, we're doing this faster than the waste rock is adding up. So I'm going to take it down to 1 shift. Okay, for our universal depot, I don't want metals or concrete or food. Wait, concrete is okay. No, I don't need concrete because we're very close, right? I don't want rare metals on there. I don't want polymers, machine parts, or electronics, and I don't want fuel. Those things need to go on their dedicated platforms. Okay, you, brother, need to be gainfully employed, amigo. Gather all this. I like this song also. Like I don't know what it means or anything. I don't usually hear the lyrics, but it's got a soothing sound to it. There we go. Okay, this is all running now. 60 power production, 42 total demand. So we're pretty much sitting pretty. Are we storing water? Yes. Well, I don't know if we're really still storing water or not, or if it did this earlier, because it says production 1, demand 1. Oxygen should be building up through the Moxie. Producing 3, demand of 1. Power, open this up. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. That's our first episode. Let's pause it. We have our initial setup. I mean, they need to build this. Here, let's get that done first before calling it an episode. In the next episode, we're going to be actually outfitting the dome. Man, I tell you, I keep wanting to say dormitory. And getting that ready for people to arrive. Then we're going to order our colonists. We're on only day 4. And then we're going to start trying to run piping, which means that we got to do some landscaping. This is another cool song. Okay, now power production is at 20 and total demand is at 42. And it does say that it's not getting enough power. And I suppose that's a sign that even though this is discharging power, it's not enough.
Warning, insufficient resources.
So I will probably put some wind turbines over here or over here. I haven't decided yet, but that'll all be in the next episode. We'll go ahead and hit save. Brazil Sol 4, entering into Sol 5. Alright guys, again, I'm Aesop Graham. It's 6:13 in the morning, so maybe this will be ready. But thank you for coming by. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode, where this story continues.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized. It's man, so in love with greed, he has forgotten himself and found